Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to film this video. It's actually going to be a series on my YouTube channel. I think I'm still busy thinking about it, but I think I want to have like an accountant's question, I don't know, thing on my YouTube channel where I can answer whether it's to do with your studies, working experience. You know, I get so many questions about accountancy, studies, literally just everything about it. So I want to make a series on my YouTube channel answering those questions, and then I can also keep it short and sweet, hopefully. So yes, I'm going to jump straight into this video and explain to you what it will be about. And basically this came from a previous video that I uploaded. I think it was a Q&A, or how to become a chartered accountant. If you haven't watched that yet, I will link it in the description box below, but I think it was on how to become a chartered accountant. And I've got so many questions, and then I thought I will address them in this video. This will be a dedicated video on how to keep on track with your studies, whether it's your honours year, undergraduate, or even in school. But this is what this video is going to be all about. I've got really great tips. It's probably things you already know about, but it's the things that really you know, got me through and really made me, I would say, excel. It really made me, you know, it gave me that platform of how to study. I started it in school and I took it throughout till my honours year of university. And then if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I upload videos literally about anything, my life, chartered accountancy, work, a bit of everything, even food. I love food. But anyways, if you haven't yet, subscribe and then give this video a like if you want to see more videos like this. And please comment down below any additional questions you have, any additional videos or ideas or anything that you want me to film about, then I can do that for you guys. And then I've just got my book down here. I'm going to jump into this video and yeah, just start. Okay, so as I said, I've got my notes here on my book. And then just one thing before we start the video that I want to mention is just that my experience and my background is from South Africa. I went there for school, for university, and I did my 3 years articles to be qualified as a chartered accountant. I did it all in South Africa. So just bear in mind that what I'm talking about is my experience in South Africa. Yeah, but I'm sure my study things will be applicable to any person. So I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. I've got 4 things that I'm going to touch on, and the second thing is, I think, the most important thing that really helped me. But let's jump into the first one, which is just a small thing I want to touch on, and it is to prepare for your classes, whether it's even school, at university, your honours year, undergraduate. Is if you are able to, if you've got time. I know in honors that's barely possible, but I know for undergraduate I did this quite sometimes, and even for you know, in school, is to prepare for your next class. If you know you're going to, you know, handle a certain subject in class, or your lecturer will be talking about this subject, just go through it. If you have time, it will take you maybe a half an hour and you already have an idea of what the class will be about. And then you can also ask questions, and also more informative questions. I was always the one not wanting to ask questions, and I barely did up until my honours year. But it just gives you the confidence to maybe ask a question already upfront during class, or it just makes you understand things already upfront during the class, while you're in class, because you already read it. You didn't understand it maybe like completely. Now in class the lecturer explains, you like, ah, you know, you get it. So, and this is the thing, it's like just more repetitive, and that's like the key thing. And this is bringing me to number 2, which is, guys, I cannot tell you, I was a person up until year 10. Yes, year 10, I was really an average student. I didn't get, I would say, even average, and sometimes just below average with all my subjects. I didn't get great marks or anything. And then I started doing this one thing, and it was recapping your day, what you did in class. I did it from my school year, from grade 11, and I did it up until my honours. And from year 11 I really I just want to throw it out there, but I really did do very good at school. Since I, you know, started doing that, like my marks literally went from 60, I don't know even how marks works these days, but I literally, my percentages probably increased by like 40%, and I did very well at school and throughout my university years. And the thing is just recapping. And with this, I specifically want to, I will stand longer on this topic because this is, I'm very passionate about this. And anyways, but what I would do, and I will talk about my honors here, but this is applicable to school or your undergraduate, and that is just basically, you just came back from class and you want to just do homework. But I just felt like just doing the homework, you don't get it right, you have a lot of questions still, like you don't understand what you are doing. So what I would do is after my class, I will literally take, how it used to work is it will be slides that I will print from the lecture, and I will work through slide by slide. I will understand what the lecturer was explaining, what he taught us. Did I really understand, like, you know, the basics? Did I understood? That was my big thing. Like, I really understood everything when I did this, you know, recap of the day. So what I would do is take the slides, go through it, and then we also had like what do you call it, like law books, I don't know what the English word is, but that's from our regulations and everything, like IFRS and the ISOs for audit standards, and you had your tax law. All those things I will highlight because that takes a hell of a lot of time in your third year of studies and in your honors year. And I did it then. I didn't do it when I end up studying for an exam or a test. I did it in my recap time that day. They were talking about this article or this standard, I will highlight it, I will understand it, I will grasp it, and I will know it. It's basically, I can go write test the next day. I won't get maybe 60%, but I will at least get a 50%, which is great. That's what you want. And then just one other thing is, while I do my recap, is it's like I see it like in 3 buckets. I see it as my slides, my textbook, and then I see my laws and regulations. Okay, so I will literally go from slides to my textbook, you know, if I don't understand anything, or if I need a more like a broader, just, you know, to read through my textbook. I mean, you have to do that. And then I will go to my highlights and highlighting of my laws and regulations. So that is basically what my recap will be, is to have an overview of all 3 buckets of those things. So yes, that is what I will do, is I will recap, I will highlight, literally my work will just be in order. And then this also then allows me to the next day after class maybe follow up on a few things that I don't understand, or if it's a continuance of that topic in the class, you can ask questions. But that's really like the main thing that really helped me, was recapping your day's work. And I've got literally like flashbacks from even when I did it in school, especially like biology, which will just be a lot of things to take in. I will literally, what we handled in the class, I don't think that's the right word to use, but anyways, what we did in class that day, I will literally go, I will summarize it, I will understand it. That notes are ready for me once I study. So that's that one. The second tip, that is basically just recapping and to repeat everything. It will stick eventually. I feel third time is a charm. You already did it in the class, you did it now when you recapped. The third one is when you studied, and that's my 4th point that I will get to now. Then my 3rd one is basically to do your homework. I know you don't always have time, but I must say, especially in accounting, following this route, you have a lot of exercises that you would need to do, whether it's in tax, accounting, even auditing, cost accounting, finance accounting. You need to do your exercising. That's what it's all about. You need to understand your work, and after your recap and you understood your work that you need to do, you should be able to do your homework, or at least know what you don't know, and you can ask questions, or when you mark it in the class, you know where you went wrong. Then the last thing is for your study. You did already during class, or also, wait, let me say it this way, you might have had time to do preparations before class, then you went through it during your class, then you did your own recap, which is like the main thing. It's a lot of hours, it's a lot of extra time, but boy oh boy will that put you ahead, or will that just help you get through your year, especially in honors. And then the fourth one is now you are ready to study. And then, as I mentioned during my recap, I already went through my textbook, my slides, and my highlighted my laws and regulations. And now when you study, it's basically meshing those three together and making your own summaries. And then those summaries I would usually just put in the highlight things that I couldn't remember, that's difficult to understand, but I'll get to that in another video. But I just wanted to explain how those things in point 2 and 3 help you getting to, you know, having better time management when you get to your studies. So that is basically it that I can tell you guys. There's literally nothing else. Then the main thing is to recap, put in the time, especially just one thing when you're in your honors, you have to, I can't see it any other way than not doing it this way, because there's a hell of a lot of work, and if you don't recap today's work, you will end up doing it while you need to study. And when you study, you literally have maybe 2-3 days, and then if you're only trying to understand topics then you will really run out of time, and it will be difficult, and yeah, it will just be a crazy mess, and you will feel like you are not coping. So that is my tips. I really hope that it will help you guys. Yeah, I wish I had someone that at least I can just listen to. I mean, this is just me talking. You need to put in the hard work. But yeah, I hope it helps people out there. And then this will be it for this video. My next video will be on my study techniques and study tips. I will also keep it short and sweet. And yeah, that will be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and then I'll see you next time with my new video. Bye bye.